Happy Thursday, everybody. On a Tuesday. Whoops. I forgot to change my Secret Thursday stream, our last stream title, or go live notification. So yeah, it's a Tuesday, but I said it was Thursday. But it's actually Tuesday, so it's not actually Thursday, even though the message said it was Thursday, believe it or not. It's not. These. What are these? I turned these off. I think these are making... We didn't put signs on it, that's why I'm questioning this. I think these are making... Tritanium? This? What does this turn into? Fusion reactor... No, neutronium. Neutronium. Let's label these so I actually know what I'm doing here. Sign... Liquid neutronium. That sounds delicious. I'm gonna put that on my cereal tomorrow. Argon plasma. Okay, so I don't remember if I showed you guys all of this stuff, but I did switch out these fusion reactors over here to Mark IIIs. And I added some extra ones over here. Maybe we went over this. I don't remember. I was going to make some more Mark IIIs actually last night or the night before, but we were completely out of Americium because apparently these are using the same amount that we are making with no extra, and then we're using Americium for some other stuff. Anyway, we have some upgrading to do. We have a lot of upgrading to do. We need to upgrade all of these, most likely to the top end ones. And then we also need to upgrade our power generation to the next tier rotors. And then we're probably most likely going to need to upgrade these guys here, these dynamo hatches. So we got a lot of things to do today. A lot of things. So we were working on collecting Melodium, and this was taking literally forever, but it is done now. We have over 15,000, so probably 16. 16,384, exactly what we have it set to. Perfect. So we have quite a bit of that. We should be able to replace all of our rotors. We wouldn't have so much to do if someone didn't lay out of war. Hey, you know what? That's fair. Look, I had important things to do on Friday, okay? Important things to do, all right? Like, you know, stuff and other things I can't really talk about. Oh, also, in unrelated news, Path of Exile released a new league on Friday that has nothing to do with why I didn't show up. But yeah. Aside from that, I mean, that's just completely irrelevant information too. So, you know. Anyway, so we wanted, what were we going to do today? What are we going to do first? I guess we should make the Melodium rotors. We're going to need power. If we upgrade our fusion reactors, we need the power to give those things. So I think upgrading power first makes sense, and then upgrading the reactors. Okay, so we want Melodium turbine rotors. Boop. This, nope, close, but this one. Then this guy. Boop, 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 boop. Then we need these. And this one. And this guy. Okay, I think that's all the things that we needed. So now we have to multiply these. So now we do 64 at a time. I'm also going to multiply this to do 64 at a time. These turbine blades, do we do these 64 at a time? I guess we probably do. Okay. bolt. Whoa, fingers on the right key. Double plate. Oh no! Bender. Can I rearrange some things? Yes. Spring go here. I really should make a new input bus thing for like these springs and stuff. I'll do that eventually, probably when I absolutely have to, but we'll do it eventually. Screw, and then what is this thing called? A turbine blade. Blade. Were these? Yeah, these are all 64 as well. Okay, so finally we want turbine. Is it turbine or turbine, chat? Let me know. I'm going to call it turbine because I think I've always called it turbine. I think we're done with those. I don't think we need that anymore. Boop. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. So then this. Next. So that's 5,000. Can I make 2 of these? Or actually, I want like 65. That way I would do 128. We have enough of everything. Do it. Do it. A turbine? Isn't that something someone wears on their head? Isn't that a turban? Turban. You're turbanned. Okay, so if this is a ZPM 16 amp Dynamo hatch, we want a UV 16 amp Dynamo hatch. I'm fairly certain we can do all this. Barely. I don't actually know if we need to replace these. I'm just assuming we will have to. And we actually know... Wait, do I already have this in here? Did we start doing this and then realize that I didn't need this? I'm not actually sure. Maybe I did that off stream? Or did I need to do this... Maybe I did that because I did upgrade our power. This guy. I put a UV 4096 amp laser target hatch on here. And then I also did substation dynamo hatches. So maybe I had to do the dynamo hatch for the substation dynamo hatch. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay. I think we'll go with that. So then I'm going to need 80 of these. That's a lot. A lot. I mean, it says we can do it, so let's do it. Okay, so while we are doing that, let's set up a drawer to contain our extra rotors here. Turbine rotors. Did that just link it? I guess it did. Lock it. So then we're going to need copper upgrades. Void. Okay. Off stream? What is that? Oh, nothing. You wouldn't understand. Melodium turbine. Boom, they're all there. Okay, so we have that done. Hello, Ben. How you doing? All right, how are we doing on this stuff? Things are happening. Streamer just called you dumb? I don't think Streamer called you dumb. Streamer said you would not understand, which is not the same thing as being dumb. I would never call you dumb. Another thing we can do is upgrade our fuel from argon plasma to the next tier. We'll have to take a look at that. Having the argon plasma being turned into argon gas, though, is actually quite nice for all of our argon needs. It is actually quite nice. We have a lot of it, though. All right, so things are happening. So let me grab a Melodium. Grab 4 of these. I'm gonna boop one of these out of here. Boop. Can we do the next tier rotor holder? UHV rotor holder? Zalloy. Neutronium. We don't have this, so the answer to my question is no, we can't. So what does this do? This is 2,600,000 EU per tick. Where's one that's running? So that's actually not quite a improvement. It is an improvement, but not that much. It's like 25% more. Okay, so here's the other question. ZPM 16 amp dynamo hatch. How much does this do? 16 times 131. 16, whoops, 16 times 131,072. So that's 2 million. Yes, this rotor needs a new dynamo hatch. I think that's exactly right for the ZPM, but that is not enough for the next one. You want to boop that out of there. Guess I'll just go ahead and replace all of these first. It's going to cause the least amount of interruption. I can't use the exchanging gadget, can I? Can I do that? Nope, I don't think you can. Affect block entities. Oh, you can do it. Try explaining so you can write you didn't understand. Bum, bum, bum. All right. I'm just going to assume all of these are going to be facing the right direction. Like, if I do this from a weird angle, does it face the right direction, or like what happens here? Yeah, it looks like no matter what I do, it's always going to face the right direction because I assume it's taking the direction from when I copied it. Yay, all of our Dynamo hatches are done. Okay, so that should be all of the outside. Now we got the 24 in the center here to do. Okay, so that should be all the Dynamo hatches. Although I have 2 remaining in my inventory, which has me worried. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. How's the Argon Plasma doing? Just dandy. We got quite a bit of it. Okay, so now the fun part. Guess I'll just boop these out one section at a time. And boop. All right. A few more of those and let's continue on. We got a lot of these to do. There's 80 of them in total. Pick up the Emmy. I wish there was a way like I could specify pick up the turbine rotor to ME, but let me have the hatch. I guess it's fine. Rotor holder. Oh, too far. Too fast. That is wrong. That's also wrong. What? I can't middle. Oh, I went to Emmy. What is this? Turbine casing. How long is the craft time with the new blades? What? And boom. Okay, so now we got a bunch of those done. We still got quite a few to go, though. How fast is the plasma consumed in the turbines? I don't know yet. We haven't, like... We're currently at a net positive. I have no idea what it's going to look like once these are going. All right, rotor holder and melodium. Okay. If you're getting at that we should upgrade to something beyond argon plasma, that is something I'm aware of and something that I had mentioned earlier, but I haven't had time to even look at the other stuff. There's too many things to do, and I can't just sit there and stare at GEI for the entire live stream. So we'll look at some new fuel here in a little bit, but we got some other things to take care of. For now, I expect we have enough fuel to last us a little while. And there we go. Okay, so that's the outside. So now the inside 24. These guys. All right. 2 more to go. It's beautiful. Okay. So it looks like about 30 seconds. I don't know how that compares to before, honestly. Let's find out. It lasts 4 seconds longer. 24 versus 28. So I guess that makes it more efficient. All right. Dynamo hatches go away. We can put... Let me turn this off for safety. Put that away. Yeah, so it's cool when we can see the actual turbine things displayed. We can visually see which ones are operating and which ones are on standby. Kind of give us a better idea of like how the base is running. It seems like we have an awful lot of these things running though. Like, how's our power situation? I mean, this is full. We don't have anything crafting. I'm sure we do have some EBFs running though from the... This guy's running. And our Melodium should be running, but other than that... Seems like we have an awful lot of turbines spun up for how little we are doing in the base. Interesting. I wonder why. Maybe they're still charging up? Oh, yeah, I guess once they all spin up to their maximum RPM, the other ones will shut down. That's probably what's going on. There's just not enough going at like a high enough velocity. Okay, I guess that makes more sense. Hey, Digital Dumber, how you doing, dude? Okay, so we got power upgraded. More Melodium is being made. Let's take a look at our to-do list. Upgrade all fusion reactors. Melodium turbines, maybe upgrade Dynamo's holders. Boom, done. This is a list that I made off stream. So fusion reactors, next thing that I wanted to take a look at, liquid americium, we were kind of talking about earlier, how we were not making enough. So I want to upgrade at least the americium production and like everything that is required for that. So americium, this stuff is using luteum and chromium. So luteum is here, and then our chromium is here and here. What is chromium using? This is using hydrogen and vanadium. There's another thing that we need to figure out, vanadium. So I have set up some stuff here to keep vanadium in stock, but it is a bad setup. This is another thing that we need to take care of, and we need to take care of it sooner rather than later. Before we can do the americium, we need to take care of that. So let's go over vanadium real quick. So I was looking at how to get vanadium dust. And I saw that you can centrifuge sapphire slurry, ruby, green sapphire, etc., etc. So I was like, okay, that gets us vanadium. I mean, it's a low % chance, but it gets us vanadium. So I set up a thing to start producing sapphire slurry. First, I was using our sapphire essence here to produce it. If we take a look at the uses on this, we can see that one of these sapphire essences equals a stack of sapphire, which seemed pretty good to me. So I set this up and we were running, all good, making sapphire, but we just needed faster. So then I remembered that we had these things down here are rock sifters, and these go fast. You can see I have it turned off right now. But I have this set up as an AND gate to and if we had crushed green sapphire and crushed regular sapphire, because we get both of those from this thing. Sapphire geode. Yeah, so we're doing this recipe right here, which exclusively makes green sapphire and regular sapphire. It says 50%, but we're running it like high speed, so it's more like 85, 90%. Something like that. Anyway, so we're getting this at a very high speed. So we're processing it, crushing it all down, making that slurry, and then processing that slurry up here. But like, Oh my goodness, guys. This thing is not very good. We're spending so much power, so much time, so much machine time for like not much gain. But it was pointed out to me, vanadium dust. Since I was looking at how to get this, it didn't really occur to me that you can get it from, maybe it's under centrifuge. Yeah. Vanadium magnetite. Well, how do you get vanadium magnetite? That's the thing. You get it from the sludge dust. You actually get 2 vanadium magnetite dust and then some rare metallic residue. So the vanadium magnetite sludge dust comes from rare ore residue. And that comes from void excavation, which we haven't been running for quite some time. So that's why we started running out of vanadium. And I didn't realize this was the core reason. But I set up all these machines to like get us to get more vanadium, but oh man, that takes so long. So rare ore residue, I think that's this thing, void excavator. Yeah, so this is like turned off because we haven't been running this for a while because it was making a whole bunch of other things that I didn't care about. I didn't realize that rare ore residue is something that we need and a lot of. So getting this back up and going.
Subscribed for 50 months. We must have this in order to get that. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Do we have enough of that in order to get this? That where does it end?
It doesn't end, Beta. Hey, thanks so much for the 50-month resub. Welcome back. Yeah. If you just put MV or HV power inputs on the void excavator, it will probably not be too fast. No, it's not the fact that it's too fast. It's the fact that processing sapphire, the whole processing line ends up in a 2% chance that we get it. And it is just a lot of runtime for very little gain. We can turn it on. I can show you. Show you guys how this is working. So that's running this thing. We're making our sapphires now. The geodes come in, they get processed, whatever. Like, speed doesn't matter. And this will keep running until we have 16384 of the crushed sapphire, and then I'll try and turn off once we get that same amount of both of these things. But anyway, you can see this is running. We're getting the sapphire slurry. We're processing the sapphire slurry. We are trying to get vanadium dust over here. And this is the speed in which we are obtaining it. But on top of that, that's also using Aqua Regia. Which is using a whole lot of hydrochloric acid. And hydrochloric acid uses a whole lot of chlorine. So that was another thing that was I had to like fix. This will suck all of our chlorine dry. We will run out. We won't have enough chlorine. But anyway, if we had like unlimited chlorine, I'd probably just let this thing go, no problem. I mean, we technically do, since we're using salt water to make chlorine from with our electrolyzer or whatever, but like every time our centrifuge here processes, we get like 1. It's just not very efficient is the whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to go turn this thing off. Yeah, it got us to where we needed to be to like refill up all of our vanadium. We were needing vanadium for vanadium steel and regular vanadium ingots, and then yeah, our liquid vanadium for the fusion reactors is what's currently sucking all of our vanadium out of our system. So we have 6,000 remaining, but we need to get this like figured out. So the rare ore residue thing, I think, is where we're gonna be on that. So let's get this thing turned back on. We're UV UHV. I don't know what happens. Let's take a look here. So we're getting rock, coal, gold, sodalite, silver, realgar, and pentalite. This stuff we actually needed, didn't we? The purified stuff, that turns into platinum group sludge. So that's actually kind of good. It gives us another source of this. How's our drilling fluid? If I wanted to make like 10,000 buckets of this just out of curiosity. That's just lube. That's only 40 buckets of lube? Stone dust? Wow. Okay. I think we just do it. Yellow. Boop. It turned off. Why did it turn off? I guess we don't have drilling fluid being stocked. Drilling fluid. Let's keep... Oh, actually, hold on. I don't even know what size... Oh, no, we should... Regardless, if it's the smallest disc size, we should be able to hold at least 1,000 buckets of it. We are just not crafting that fast enough. How is this made? We might have to set up a dedicated thing. Distilled water, lubricant, and then stone dust. How are we currently making drilling fluid? And our mixer number 0. Wait, mixer. And maybe that's just a simple change the recipe so it's like multiplied? We've already multiplied it. Oh. That's not going to work. Okay, so that holds 256 now. But that's still more than what this thing can hold. Do that. What are we making without a lava? Molten ore mixture? We don't have a spot for drilling fluid to exist? Okay. That's very surprising that I never set up a spot for this to exist. But that's one of those things, like, we haven't been running for a long time. You know, we got a free spot over here, I thought. Yep, right there. Boom. Drilling fluid, cancel that. Okay, I don't know where we're even handling rare or residue stuff. But obviously we're not keeping up. Is that, like, over here still? Wow. That's still on HV. Okay. I think this needs to get a slight upgrade here. Hmm. It's not that you don't have a drilling fluid, is the problem with the output speed at ME output? Why does that output so slowly, actually? I didn't know that these had like a... I didn't know these are rate limited like this. Now, does it need more? Does that need to be a quad? Just do that. The interface is too small, but we still have this return inventory here, which is going to be our limiting factor. Unless there's some kind of way to make this return inventory bigger. I mean, I could throw an extended interface on there. I mean, we're definitely getting that way faster. That's very interesting. Yeah, we have blocking mode and lock crafting. So yes, we have to return back to this pattern provider. So that's probably going to be the same issue with all of these. I guess we should make that change on all of these guys. Wait, I put the wrong one in there. That should have been a quad output. Yep. Anyway, ZPM quad, 3 more of these. We'll swap these other guys. Oh, whoops. Sure didn't screw up any of these things. Everything's unlocked. This one's crafting. We're good. Okay, so maybe we actually did have a lubricant then? Or not lubricant, drilling fluid? I assumed we didn't because it looked like it was just staying in that interface. So we have a drilling fluid here. I'm going to pull that one out. Move that one here. Okay. Okay. So drilling fluid taken care of. Rare ore. We need to like get this stuff figured out because this is ridiculous. I think we're just going to upgrade in place. I'm not going to like move these to the multi-block machine. So let me just make one for every one of these machines. We're going to just swap to Ivy. That's a chemical reactor. Ivy electrolyzer centrifuge. Ivy centrifuges. When I go to the highest tier possible, I mean, we could also do that. I'm just trying to figure out like what would be the easiest thing for us to do here. And with the exchanging, I wonder if I can like save or retain these signs or if they pop off when I exchange. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can. Chemical reactor. So I don't have a 16 amp energy converter. We should be able to do that. And then I need the UV superconductor, which I don't know which one it is. Prismalium. Perfect. Okay. So now the question is, how many of each? 1, 2, 3, 3 electrolyzer, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just resubscribed for 5 months.
5 centrifuge, 3 electrolyzer. And then it was 1 chemical reactor. Who did what? Eskist. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for the 5-month resub. This guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. Huge polytetrafluoroethylene fluid pipe. I'm not going to multiply this. Or this one, I don't think. Rotor. Okay, so we should be able to make all these things now. Just need to find a home for them. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we want 16 amp. Energy convert. You can't search for 16A on that because of the colors, I guess. I don't know. We need one of these. We need some prismalium. That much. Actually, it should only be 9 wires. 8 across and then 1 to the thing. Should be 9. Okay, so that. So then we need chemical reactor. We are going to need 3 electrolyzer. We are going to need 5 centrifuge. You might need to upgrade your ore processing to the multi-blocks because the void excavator running at the power you're giving it is going to have a ton of backlog in the AE system. Sodalite, I'm not sure I care about. I might just throw like a drawer or something that has a void upgrade. Like it's the smallest size drawer. Yeah, gold and silver is definitely something I think we do care about, and pentanlite is something we care about. Coal, not so much. Anyway, we'll revisit this here in a little bit. Oh. Rare. Let's actually turn this off for now. The stuff we care about is like approaching full. Rare ore residue. This is an electrolyzer. We'll try it with the exchanging gadget. It probably will pop the sign up, but we'll try it. Oh, but it might... Would that delete the... Well, I was going to delete this, which is fine. But is it going to delete the upgrades? Are there any upgrades in here? Like, I don't know how it handles this. Do we get that back or does that go away? We'll find out. I'm going to try this. Yep, it pops that off. I do get the upgrades back, so that's fine. So is this rare ore residue? I'll probably have to upgrade these as well. We'll see. That's something that doesn't need to worry about right now. So this is an advanced centrifuge. Mixed metal residue. Electrolyzer. Sulfuric mineral mixture centrifuge. Oxygenous mineral mixture. This is a centrifuge. This, that, boom. Okay, those are upgraded. Palladium. This is a advanced chemical reactor. Right, rare metallic residue dust. Electrolyzer. Um This one doesn't have a sign on it. What is this one doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think this was an old one. Rare earth? Yeah, we moved that. I mean, glass cable. All right, rare earth sludge dust. Are we actually doing that here anymore? Maybe we are. Looks like we are. Sludge dust. This is a centrifuge. Boop. 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 Okay. Everything's got power. All right. Start from the beginning over here. What do we got? Okay. So output needs to be set on these. I need to switch this to a higher, what are we even using in this machine? A regulator? No, we're just doing a pump. Pumpo. IV electric pump. That should be way more than enough. I guess we need to up this. What? I guess it didn't need the other one. Okay, now we're keeping up. We'll deal with that. Raw ore slurry. This needs same treatment. Pump. Okay, things are happening. Mixed metal residue. This is not getting enough stuff. This needs a pump upgrade. This also needs eject. All right. So this guy. Let's give him a new pump. And this one, new pump as well. That's fast enough as it is. That's fast enough. Nope, that actually did need that other one. Yep. So yes, so our vanadium dust is going up way faster than what we are doing with the slurry, the sapphire stuff. Oh, man. But we're also getting a whole lot of extra stuff in our system now. All right, we'll have to take a look at that here in a little bit. Let's make sure everything else is up to snuff on this side. Palladium. We need raw palladium powder, which I guess we don't currently have. Okay. Hydrochloric acid. That's fine. Rare metallic mineral dust. Robot arm. We will just upgrade to each or MV1. I don't know if that's enough, but it's one that we have, so I'll just swap it over and see. Not enough. Okay. Let's go something bigger. Probably just an HV. Still not. Okay. So let's just go big IV. I don't know why that's now going way faster, but we're just going to accept the fact that that this is just staying full, so it has something to pull from. I don't know why it was doing the other way before. Could this be done in the passive electrolyzer? I guess I probably could. Okay. So that makes this obsolete then. This guy, I guess we could add all of these. This is a centrifuge. Do we have a passive? We do have a passive centrifuge. I don't know how it's set up. Let's go take a look.
Mithrandon just resubscribed for 20 months. Another month, another shiny button.
Yo, Mithrandon, hey, welcome back. Thank you for the 20 months. Wait, isn't that chromite sludge, cobaltite? So I've already like set up a thing over here. We just never removed the other machine. Okay. I like making machines that were completely redundant. So is this something I should put over into our electrolyzer? I don't know if that's something we can. What happens if we do? Oh. This. I was like, where's it showing up there? Yeah, it's probably way better to do it here because this does it 64 times. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then... Which one was this? Mixed mineral residue? This one's out of a job. Will it finish up what it's doing here? But I'm assuming... Yeah, we might end up setting up like a passive centrifuge for these other things. So this electrolyzer, rare ore residue. I'm gonna go add that and then we'll get rid of that one too. This one. Electrolyzer? Yeah. So this one goes away. Kind of annoying making these machines only to find out that we're just going to move them over to the multi-block. So centrifuge, centrifuge. And then this guy I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to do with. I guess we'll get its own large chemical reactor. So I need another centrifuge. Which we'll probably just convert this one from this stuff, which it's not doing anymore, to the new thing. So all this stuff is going to go away. I don't remember if I got rid of the Aqua Regia. I want to delete those machines. I don't remember if I got rid of like the recipe. No, we still have that. So this was just like supplementary. So we can get rid of this thing too. Until we find out we actually need this. Same with this one. This stuff. All right. Building gadget. All right, so this guy needs to be changed. So we're not doing this stuff anymore. We are going to be doing what? We need raw ore slurry, sulfuric mineral mixture, oxygenous mineral mixture. Yeah, I think this just needs to be hooked up to AE and we are good to go. Oh no, did I vein mine? Gotta be careful when you vein mine. I thought I was being careful. Apparently I wasn't. Thankfully it was just one P2P. Unless there was actually one here as well. Which there probably was, but that's fine. I need to figure out this guy here. I'm going to assume I had that on the same as this one. man, I have no idea. Unlinked. So this is probably the one. This is probably the one that actually got vein mined here. I mean, I guess there was technically 2 that got vein mined. I'm going to grab this one. That's going to be this guy. $27. Let me go verify. $31 of 32. This was F04. Okay. I think that one was probably right. And then this unlinked one most likely is the one that was in the center there. Whoop. That's going to go to our centrifuge. All right. Mojang is making Minecraft into a 2-thread game with vibrant visuals. All visual renders will be on a second thread. Oh. I don't really care if it's multi-threaded as long as it improves performance. Right now, Minecraft isn't the best performance state it's ever been. I just kind of want this all to catch up. Then I want to turn on our void miner again and see like how things handle. Okay. Yeah, Minecraft feels like a current year game instead of like all laggy like it was. Like 1.7.10, ugh, that was like the longest platform for forever. And like even like 1.12, like the game just feel awful to play compared to like how it plays now. All right, so this one here. Let's see how things handle. Wait, backlogging, is everything good? I mean, it looks like we're keeping up just fine, yeah? Perfect. Now, is this another result maybe of the ME thing? The output hatch? No, this is like sending. I don't know. It seems like it's not like delayed too long. I think it's fine. Drilling fluid is like what's really holding us back right now. And maybe it's better just to make our own separate mixer thing specifically for drilling fluid. The question really is, like, how much faster do we need this stuff? I'm noticing number not go up. New energy hatch time. Why is this cable here? We might need a separate one specifically for these fluids, and that's fine. We're asking a lot of this particular guy. I mean, it seems to be keeping up, right? Like every once in a while, we'll be like, okay, let's do this one, then it takes care of them, and then it does the other things, and it takes care of that. Maybe it's fine. Did you read something statement that Mojang was going to deobfuscate the Minecraft code? Yes. Yeah, that is something they said that they're going to do. It's kind of silly that they were keeping it obfuscated and providing like the mapping of the functions for so long. I'm sure there was some reason they were doing that, but it just seems silly. Okay. So this ore processing business. Let's go take a look at this. I mean, these are pretty fast. They might need power upgrades. ZPM. Oh, these in the back are actually LUV. Huh. So, like, Realger, is this only being processed down here? Okay. I think it's time. This isn't what I was expecting to work on today, but I think it's time. So we need a ore washer, a thermal centrifuge, and a sieve. We all know this time was upon us. It was coming up. But I kept pushing it off. Today's the day, though. Yep. What's the other thing? Elite? No, parallel. I think we can probably do the next tier, but we can always pop these out and replace them later. We just need to make 3. This. Okay. So how many of these do I have a thing for? Chemical bath? Pop that out. Don't really care about those because we have those already in stock. Don't care about this stuff. Titanium pipe casing, watertight casing. Those are the only things I care about. So paper. This is going to be large chemical bath. Multi-block. So we do that, this, and just that guy. That can go into here. Large chemical bath. Next, do it. And then all of that is now in my ender pouch. Sweet. So next one, we need large centrifugal unit. Wait, do we need that? A large centrifugal unit. Oh yeah, I guess that does turn into a thermal. Yes, we do need that. Thermal centrifuge. Yeah. Yo. Large centrifugal multi-block. Do it. And all of that's now in my pouch. Sweet. And then sifting funnel, which I know we don't have. Sifting fun. I'm going to make all of that stuff. And then... large sifting funnel multi-block. Ender chest. And this needs to go find a home somewhere. Sifting funnel multi-block. Do it. All right, and all of that's in here. Sweet. What are you doing? Trying to figure out why you typed a whole bunch of code in my chat. All right, I guess we'll put the next centrifuge right next to it. Or, yeah, for thermal centrifuge purpose. That looks right. Did you not know we changed your stream from Minecraft to Minecraft Tech Talk? Apparently not.
Noctum Nemo just
Now I know.
resubscribed for 98 months.
Okay. Yo, Nemo. Hey, welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 98-month resub. Thanks, Nemo. Okay, I'm going to fix this. Okay. And then... which one's next? I guess we will do... chemical bath? Yeah, we'll do the chemical bath next. We have one right here to copy. pasta. Okay. I guess I could have scooched that forward one, but no, it's centered on the 3x3, so it's fine. Sign. Passive or washer. I set that to 64. I did. Yep. And then finally, we need the large sifting funnel, which is the first time we are putting this together in this world. And this, it's a 5x5. 3 blocks up is the multi-block. All right. Terminal. Do it. Okay, so we're missing a block back here, probably because that's an energy hatch. What did this do with my energy hatches, actually? That's right. Oh, ZPM. That is not right. Yep. This is kind of a weird... I think I'm going to put that there, this here. So we need input, output. ME stocking. Input bus. We also need the hatch. Wait, no, this is a sieve. This doesn't require... Yeah, this is just an item input. So then we need output. So what are we missing? I guess we are missing parallel. We're missing a maintenance. Parallel. And multi-block not form. It did form, and now it's not. Does it not like this? Can this not... This shows a... I'm confused. Wait, there's another... Oh, that's what this block is. I got it. Okay. 64. Do. What a weird block. Multi-block. I'm assuming I'm just going to run that dense cable straight down here. So ore washer. Look at the uses of one of these things. So we just need a fluid and then an item input. So this can be a stocking input hatch. And that is distilled water. Speaking of distilled water, we had an enormous amount of this when we were running our steam turbines. Like we were just getting that passively, but now we aren't. I guess water essence just turns into it. Man, 400 water essence for 1,000 distilled water? Is it fine just to run this? Like, do you get a benefit for distilled water? I don't remember. Is it time? Is it resource? Uses. Ore washer. Wait, it takes 10 seconds with distilled and it takes 0.4 seconds with regular? Oh, but you do get these extra stuff. It is way slower. Wow. That's what, like 25 times slower with distilled water for some reason? And it costs more power? I feel like this should be reversed. I don't know. Oh, it's LV versus ULV. True. But now it's the same. That's crazy. But you don't get the secondaries, which I think is okay. Well, we're looking at one specific, or like maybe that's just a fluke. What's something else? Silver ore uses ore washer. No. Yeah, it's like 25 times slower no matter what. That's crazy. I didn't realize it was like that. You can also do it with regular water, which is like 50 times slower, and you get the extra. Huh. Yeah, so between distilled and regular water, the distilled is king. It's twice the speed. Okay. We currently have steam turbine, or not steam turbines, our steam boilers. Is there a way to just turn steam into distill without the steam turbine? We can use a distillation tower to convert water into distilled water. This is actually probably what we should do. Yep. Yeah. And then we're not going to use this distillation. We'll use a large fractionating distillery. Okay. So we have yet another machine to set up. That'll be this spot right here. Okay, so let's go make that multi-block. Large iridium fluid pipe. Large pipe. How much iridium do we have? Enough that I don't care anything about it. So we'll go ahead and 64 that. Large pipe. Okay. So this guy, we need watertight casing. And I guess this is kind of like you build it custom, so I can't really do a multi-block for this one. Okay. A lot of watertight casings. Yeah, well, that's true. I still have to remember to replace the turbine in it, and I'd rather just have something that works indefinitely that I never have to worry about. Especially for like ore processing, which can really clog up our whole storage. What am I looking for? I need a stocking input hatch, and then outputs. I guess we'll do that with an interface on it. Quest complete. Okay, so the large fractionating distillery, that's 2 blocks up. That's a 5x5, so that's going to be here up 1 block. Like a show, and then... Okay, let me get rid of this. Nope, get rid of that. We'll make it this size, which is kind of weird. Power. UV. Energy hatch. We're not doing an input hatch. Output. Parallel. Stocking. Water. So water in the distillery. No number. Okay. 64. And then this block, if I remember correctly, has to be the output. Even though I put it over here. No, up front. Guess we're just missing one watertight. We're missing something else. Maintenance? Oh, we're missing the muffler. Does it have to be a certain tier muffler? Or are we still missing something? It says it can be LV. I didn't see ULV, but I assume. Oh, I saw MV as the lowest. HV, LV. Maybe it has to be LV? Actually, is this LV? Okay, so that shows. So we must be missing something else. Do I not have a maintenance? I don't know if I can put a maintenance here. Maybe we put it here. Okay, let me see. Can I put a maintenance here? Will it allow me to do... Does it need an item out? Oh, maybe it needs item out. We can use that and this. Steel pipe casing? Oh, yeah, look at that. Ha ha ha! Of course. Thank you. I'm going to swap this to the ME one. I know like we were just talking about this before, that these things are kind of slow. But I seem to recall doing it this way in Mana Factory and it worked just fine. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll change it if it needs to. But if not, I think it's better just having it like this. I'm going to swap these. Oh, I can bring this forward. So that means this light is going to move. That's fine. Like so. That's not needed anymore, but that's fine. We'll just hook it up anyway. Dense ME cable. This wasn't hooked up. I thought I was missing one. We need a bunch of points. Oh, that's already set. Okay, so this guy, that's gotta be a stocking input bus, and then we're gonna have to filter this. How do I want to do that? I guess we're just gonna do this. Interface. And then we want ores that we can wash. So we are going to need crushed ore, I guess. Ore washer. It doesn't say anything about being washable. Forge crushed ores. Okay. So then I need a fiber. Nope. And this, that. Like so. Oh, and then this guy needs to be set to this. Is this enough to keep up? I don't know. You know what? Hold on. This is not what I want. No. This is not what I want. Not at all. There's only specific ores that we want washed now. And now I'm going to have a whole inventory that I gotta deal with. It's only specific ores. Because everything else is getting processed. Yeah, so I need to like change that. It's really only this and this. Actually, I guess all of these in here. It's like those specific ones. Was this thing just working and now it's not? Oh, I guess it won't allow me to do that. Okay, so we need a way to turn this one on and off. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Let's finish up what I'm doing before I lose my train of thought. Yeah, so this, we're not going to do a tag. I think we're just going to do a regular interface, and then we're going to put the specific things in there. Storage. Ooh. Okay. That's a little bit better. All right. The enemy outputs are only a slowdown on a subnet for lock crafting. I see, I see. I mean, that's pretty fast, honestly. Like, it's going to take a while now because we were backlogging for a little bit without having any processing done during that time. All right, so now we need to turn this thing on. Well, we need this thing, like, actually being able to turn off. Level emitter. This is going to be based on distilled water. And I don't know, let's keep 500,000 and then that number for the lower limit. Number go up or down is the question. Number go up. Perfect. Okay, so that takes care of that. So now our sifting. Okay, let's get rid of these before I confuse myself. So sifting. I don't know if we just put in siftables or how we did this over here, if it was specific. I think it's specific. There are some siftables that we don't want sifted, like sphalerite and something else. Galena, maybe? Actually, I don't even know if that's siftable. But we'll just put these in as a specific one. Stocking input. Okay, so that needs to get changed. Whoops. That's going to be red cable. We need interface. Storage bus. Fiber. This storage bus is going to have these guys. And this guy will be set to this. Now we are sifting a number still go up, but we had a backlog. We might need multiple sifting funnels. You're calling the EPA, you are polluting the world? What? I don't know what you're talking about. What pollution? I don't see any. There's no pollution. Okay, thermal centrifuge is the next one that we got to figure out. We're very close to the next tier of parallel. I don't know if we can do them just yet. And we only have a small amount of things. Let's get rid of these. This we can just set directly on a stocking hatch. What? Why? That's an input hatch. That's why. Output bus. Input bus. We're online, but it doesn't have anything to do at the moment. But when it does, oh boy, this thing's going to be amazing. Okay. Vanadium? Okay. Vanadium's looking a little bit better now. Oops. And actually, now I'm wondering, can I actually put that here? If I can, I prefer it right there. No. Yep. Sad to see. Maybe I'll just put this sign here. Okay. So I guess the question is, with the ore processing stuff that we are doing right now, at what point do we say, okay, stop running? Or do we just let this go indefinitely? I mean, at some point, there's going to be, like, too much, right? Alright, then you have now passed inspections, carry on. Just have this thing turn off when we reach a certain amount of vanadium dust. Yeah. I kind of want to like get an enormous amount. Well, maybe like 100,000. We'll turn it back on like 90,000 or something. No, if we just like have this turn on and off based on vanadium dust, because that's the only reason why we turned this thing back on to begin with. And while we're doing all this processing, just for all the other crap that we're getting to get to vanadium, we could just have this thing turn on and off based on vanadium itself. No, I was in the right one. This one. Okay, so this thing will just run until we get up to 100,000 vanadium dust, and then it'll stop trying to get more, and then it'll drain down until we get 90,000? Or 90,000. And then we'll start processing again. But in the meantime, we'll have like all these other ores that we are collecting should get processed, theoretically. I might have to do something to make better drilling fluid. Wasn't that a bottleneck? We have, yeah, that's a bottleneck. And then we also have the electrolyzer. We're collecting a whole bunch of this vanadium magnetite sludge dust, but this should be electrolyzed, but like our electrolyzer is doing a lot of things at the moment. Blinky blinky. Actually, is it ever going to get to it? Maybe it won't because this only has so many slots. If I put another ME stocking input bus, I don't remember. Does it mirror what this has, or does it like do the next 18 items? Oh, I can't do that. I guess I could just add another stocking. I'm confused. Why does it not see any? This is the main network. No. Vanadium magnetite sludge. Oh, not this one. This one. There we go. I had the wrong one clicked in there. Okay, so it is processing this down now. I didn't see number go up, so I'm confused. Do I have this in a drawer that is voiding it at 30,000? Oh no. Is that a possibility? But it should be able to hold 8.4 million. Unless there's another drawer. Because this says we have 37,504. I really wish you could see how much is exactly in here, but it doesn't say. Magnetite. I mean, I guess even if it wasn't another drawer, there's no way that we would ever like overflow with just 4 additional. $36,700. I don't know. It's got like some weird rounding to it. I'm just going to assume everything's fine. I don't know. It didn't feel like this number went up when we processed all the vanadium. Wait. We have 16,000 vanadium magnetite now? Oh, we're not processing this. We did the sludge dust. Right. The sludge dust turns into this, and then we have to process the vanadium magnetite. Okay, that's a 2-step process. Okay. No wonder. Now we have to put vanadium magnetite dust into here. Then we should see number go up. Whenever it gets around to it. We're at 37,504. No, that's a centrifuge. Centrifuge. Hmm. Number go up now. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. We're good. Oh boy. Been at this for a while now. This isn't even what I wanted to work on today. This is like side project that we needed to get done. We took care of vanadium dust, I would say. I think everything to deal with that is done. Molten ore mixture. That's something that I saw down here. And maybe it's taken care of now? Molten ore mixture. I guess that's taken care of. We're using sodalite to make molten ore mixture, and now we have a whole bunch of that. Okay, I'm just going to take that off the list. I don't even know what we needed the molten ore mixture for, but that's taken care of. NAFTA. So we have a lot of oil, but our NAFTA is still bad. I don't know if that's something I want to deal with today, though. Was the source machine that was pumping the liquid ore stuff on? If you're talking about the molten ore mixture, this was at 0, and like the requester was trying to request it for like the longest time. Actually, you know what? We were only trying to keep 100 in stock, and now we have 8,000, so I should upgrade this disc. I'm gonna do that right now. The reason why we were out is because I think the whole ore thing that we're doing right now has been off for a long time. And then we ran out of the sodalite, which we were crafting into the molten ore mixture. But we are getting this a different means. Molten ore mixture. Swippity swap that, and then we will put this there. Yeah, we are just getting a whole bunch of this stuff, so there's no reason to delete it if we don't have to. All right, I think we can take yeah, molten ore mixture off the list. That's good. Let's erase checked items. Oop. Enriched naquita sulfuric dust. I don't know why that's on the list. It's on the list because we're red right here. So it's trying to request something that's not requestable. Sulfate. I guess, yeah, this stuff right here, this is just being automated, so we don't need this anymore. Okay, so that takes care of this. The only reason why I had on the thing is because that was red some of the time, but yeah, we're just getting this automatically some other way. I don't know if it's the chemical plant or whatever. I don't know. We're still getting like the fluids and stuff which are being crafted, and that's also producing this as a byproduct. But that's happening automatically. That's not something we request anymore. What are we looking on here? Okay, so that's just making our drilling fluid. That's fine. This one, this is all fine. This is naphtha. That's on the list. That's something we'll deal with at another time. Don't really care right now. Sodium persulfate. I should, this is like constantly crafting. I should like make this batch size bigger. This is going to be a good luck. I gotta wait for it to be this one, then cancel it. It's never gonna be. It's on number 3 now. I canceled it. Okay, sodium persulfate. Okay, let's find out where sodium persulfate is being made. We might can just upgrade or multiply the recipe. Electrolyzer. We make 5 buckets with 70. I think we can do better. I don't know if that's going to be too much. We'll find out. 80 buckets at a time uses 1,120. Maybe the input's too big? Oh no, it's making 2 requests. Okay. Sodium persulfate. I'm going to change that to 80 buckets at a time. That way it doesn't do 2 requests. All right, well, we have something that's using an enormous amount of sodium persulfate right now, and I don't know what that is. I doubt it's these circuit boards, but I guess it could be. What else uses it? Is it only the circuit boards? We're not like electrolyzing it into this and like have a circular thing, are we? Hopefully not. Or processing. It's probably this. Or treating? What is this? Oh, chemical bath. I bet it's our ore processing. Sodium bisulfate. Is there like a faster way for us to make that? Maybe that's our... Let's find out how we're making sodium bisulfate. Currently, we're doing it with 40 salt and 20 sulfuric acid. And that gets us a hydrochloric. Okay. Are we keeping salt in stock somewhere? No. Salt. We're producing salt with water and a centrifuge. We can do a lot more than what we're currently doing. Are we like providing... How is this thing working? I guess we're just pushing water into here. Input hatch. We're going to make more salt at a time, which should help this out, if nothing else. So that is 128, and we can now do 1,024. So let's swap this. That seems better. Oh, man. That's these guys over here that are using it. Did I just hear a zombie? I could have sworn I just heard the footsteps of a zombie, but I don't see anything on the map. I just heard it again. Oh, is it in here? No. Would it be sad if I do that and there's a creeper in there and I explode? I bet there is a zombie in one of these machines. Maybe there's one upstairs. Oh, no, there's nothing up here. Yeah, anyway, it's got to be in one of these machines over here. Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. This is something that we're going to keep our eyes on. It's really only a problem for now until we stock up on our vanadium. Yeah, I just heard it again. It sounds like it's really close. It's got to be in here. Well, vanadium is now taken care of, which is super good. Can we upgrade our reactors? Actually, before we do that, well, that's weird. It's like the middle 24 are running, but everything else isn't. I guess these three are. I didn't check to see if Argon number go up or down. We didn't keep stock. I remember on the last live stream we were at like 420,000 or something, and then it started dropping down. So I increased our reactors, our fusion reactors, so we can make it more. So that's why I upgraded these guys to the Argon Plasma. And then I added, I think, a couple more down here. Or actually, I added these first, and then I upgraded these to the tier 2s or 3s, whatever these are. I kind of want to upgrade these are 3s and these are 3s. I think that's what I want to do. We don't have any liquid lanthanum. Oh, this is offline. I have this offline because what? Oh, it's offline because we have enough loot. Okay, that makes sense now. That's our on-off switch. Yeah, so if we upgrade all of these to 3s, we don't have to change the ratios at all. It'll just make everything that much faster. So if I go into Fusion Reactor Mark III, and we do 4 of these, it says we can craft everything. We have everything. We don't have enough storage for that. Let's do 2 at a time. And then 2 more. Ooh. It said we have enough. Now it doesn't say we have enough trinium. Great. Okay. Well, we can upgrade, I guess, our chromium production, and then we'll upgrade these guys. Maybe once all of this finishes, it's probably crafting more trinium foil than what we need. Maybe it'll be like, okay, you have enough now? I don't know. Sodium may fill up once all ores are processed. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's probably going to happen. There's a lot of things that are going on right now. Another thing that I'd like to do is upgrade our battery storage. Our capacitors. We need neutronium for that. How are we doing that? 2,300 neutronium. We might be able to do this. Let's go Did I make a recipe for this? I didn't. Let's make this recipe while we're waiting on things to craft and see like if we have enough neutronium for this. I'm not sure we will. Vendor. Oop. Blank pattern. And screw. And bolts. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. No, not that one. Boop. Okay. Bolt. Screw. Lathe. Plate. Maybe we... No, I guess we'll just do it this way. That's fine. So this neutronium frame number 6, number 4. Okay. And then actually this is made in an assembler. Tier 3 capacitor. So if I made like, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I do 9 times 7? Like, do we have enough? That's only 101 buckets. Let's go. That's nothing. That is nothing. So then we need to get these guys. Energy cluster. I need 61 more of these. Can we make that? It says we can. Okay, we're scheduling a lot of big crafts going on here. This could have been faster if I multiplied this recipe, but that's fine. Unless that's preventing anything else from crafting. And then in which case it's not fine. It's kind of weird. This HPIC wafer feels like it's only doing one at a time. I don't know. I guess that's probably being made on demand, so that's why it's going in one at a time or something. Instead of like 64 at a time and being done at 64 in parallel. I don't know. All right, so our fusion reactors must be done. Okay, so let's cancel that. Can I make fusion reactor Mark III? 2 more? Nope, They won't let me do that. Okay, so we gotta wait for that stuff to build up. That's fine. We'll do that again another day. But we can replace like the chromium ones, upgrade those. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this guy here. So that's center we need from here to here. Going up, we need to go back. That's fine right there. And then down. That's right where we want it. Oh, that's too far up. We want it right there. Okay, so now I disassemble. I think that's literally all I got to do. Oh, I got to replace this too. And I need to get this stuff. Okay. And pasta. Yep. So we want the reactor 3. And where are these? Boop, boop, boop. Not really. Boop. Turn. Turn. Invalid structure. What am I missing? ZPM energy hatch. Mark 3, Mark 3. Oh, it's a 16. This. Thank you. There we go. Oh, and I lost the signs too. Liquid chromium, liquid chromium. That sounds like something you put on your cereal. Liquid chromium. Part of a healthy breakfast. What if I want to make just one? Can I make one? I can make one more. We could upgrade this luteum and then I can upgrade this one later. I don't necessarily have to do 2 at a time. Kind of just want to get some things upgraded and done around here. With all this stuff, we are probably like really using a lot of our power. No, we're full. Oh, number go down a little bit. Oh no, number come back. Number go down. Number come back. Okay, we're fine. Well, this thing's idling. I'm just going to go ahead and disassemble while we are waiting. Got it that time. Not going to make that mistake again. Nitrochlorobenzene. Are being blocked. I don't appreciate it. We're being blocked, though. I've turned too many things on. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off our circuit automations. I'll turn these back on when we're done. Too many things are trying to block us. Can't do that. We're still being blocked. What's blocking us? This? This? Copper chloride? Yeah, everything's running perfectly well until we start using things, and then it's like everything turns on and wants a piece of the action, and then we can't get anything done. Needs a better Nether Star recipe. Oh, look, we're doing stuff now. Things are happening. Maybe. This is still waiting. That's annoying. How many of these do we have right now? 27. Okay, so that's 3 rows. I guess I can make 3. Three layers, not rows. That has to go into upstairs. Canner. UV Lepatronic. All right. Now the scary bit. Let me in here. Okay, we have quite a bit of storage free. In fact, I think those 3 layers doubled what we had, right? We had to wait for all of our turbines to spin up, to spool up, and then start providing enough power. They're all on now, but they got time to warm up. Okay, so with all of these running, I'm curious, number go up or down? Let's say 258. I'm assuming we're probably going to be at a net negative. Do we ever go back up to 258 is the question. And it looks like it's just constant downward trend. But maybe... No, definitely not. That's just straight down. $158. Yep. Yeah, once the power fills, the number will go up. But I would like to be able to be making enough fuel where, like, if everything's on, we are not losing. Actually, maybe I have these things turned off. I don't remember how this is set up. Are these still making? No, they're still making. What do I have these things set to? 500,000, 450. Yeah, so we never got to the 500,000. Otherwise, it would be allowing it to drop down to 450 and below before they kicked back on. Okay. So, how's our fusion reactor? Do we have it yet? We do. Let's get this thing swapped, and then we will look at that. We might swap argon to something else. Looks right to me. Paste. I don't know how to spell this. It is L-lutetium. Lutetium. Lutetium. Okay, got it. Then that's not going to turn back on until we drop down below 15,000. So essentially it's going to be a minute. Okay. So we can cancel that. That's never going to finish. If I wanted to make another Mark III, are we able to now? No. Yep. So the capacitors are done. What are they called? Energy clusters? Tier 3, 36 of those. All right, we can just upgrade all of our stuff now. Let's go do that. All right, what are we looking like now? That's a lot of power. 6 trillion. It's a little bit of an improvement over what we were able to store previously. Yeah, we're making 204 million EU per tick and numbers still go up. That's pretty good. Our power production is definitely pretty good. It's not perfect. It's not going to be like enough for the rest of the series, but it is pretty good for now. So these guys we need to uncan. These go in a packer number 2, which I think we already have a thing set up for manual. Packaging. This, no? I thought we had a thing in here for this. Is it underneath? Am I going crazy? We must have like changed this up. Oh, we did. We added one. Okay, that's what happened. We added one for the small dust, and then that's where the hatch was, and I forgot we did that. Input bus. That's fine. We'll just add one up here. Just set that to a number 2. And like that, we're done. Okay. That's done. That's done. Americium plate. That's done. Energy clusters are done. Neural processing unit. Done. Titanium trifluoride. Done. And then chemical plant. All right. We made some progress. We have got some things done. All right. I think what we need to do now is just let things fill back up. I'll turn these things on that I turned off earlier. Let the system take care of itself. We got our power storage upgraded. We got our turbines upgraded. We need to upgrade our fuel. That's something we could look at. We're not going to do anything with it right now, but that's definitely something we could look at. So the argon plasma is used in a plasma generator. So the plasma generator can do these items here. So we have oxygen, magmatic. Oxygen is Mark II. Magmatic is ZPM. Wait, Ox1. We can't do that. Oxygen plasma. I don't even know how to tell like which one's better. Iron, nickel, nitrogen, helium, and then the argon. So argon says it's making 786. This seems like it is absolutely not worth doing. Nitrogen. I mean, lower number bad. Nickel bad. Iron bad. Wait. Am I Plasma generator. So is argon the only one that's good? Wait, this number. I guess I didn't look here. 683. So this makes more iron plasma. This makes more nickel plasma. Then magmatic makes more. I was looking in the wrong spot. Okay. So magmatic plasma is Ox. We can't do that. Nickel plasma is Mark III. We can do that. So I think upgrading to nickel plasma is probably our next power boost. Yeah, so argon makes 2048 in 4 seconds. Nickel plasma makes 2048 in 9.6 seconds. So it's over double the efficiency. But we're still going to be making the same amount of power. It's just going to last twice as long. And then this is made from fluorine gas and potassium. Man, I don't know. This seems like we're going to have to figure out how to get fluorine in mass. And then we're going to be losing it once we make the plasma into liquid nickel. Is there anything we can do with the liquid nickel? Just turn into nickel ingots and blocks? Huh. I don't know. It seems like that might not be good. What's our other options? Like if we just keep holding on to argon. Let me go ahead and redo all this. If we just keep holding on to argon. I guess it shows right here, doesn't it? Magmatic, I think, is probably where we want to be. That's the highest end fuel. What does this take? I know we can't do it yet. Ox 1. Highly unstable nether magma and iron plasma. So that's a 2-part. So then we'd have to make iron plasma to make that. Okay, interesting. Highly unstable nether magma. Magmatic plasma. So it looks like once we get some of that, we just kind of recycle it to make more. $2.56 buckets makes 64 millibuckets, so that is quite a lot. So we'd have to actually figure out how to make this stuff otherwise. We do get some back. It looks like these custom things, I'm assuming these are custom, actually. I don't know for sure. Manifold centrifuging. Yeah, this is beyond us. UHV. Sounds a little risky with how unstable it is. It's kind of what I'm thinking too. Okay, well, we kind of looked. It looks like nickel is the next best one that we can do. It's only going to give us twice the efficiency of what the argon is doing. No power increase at all. It just lasts twice as long. A little over twice as long. $14 minutes. Wait, no. Are we still making more power? We are. 208 million EU per tick. No, I guess that must be our maximum power delivery right now. It's our usage is fluctuating. I feel like we should be able to have enough in here where like we can, it's just going to take hours to fill and then like we can run off this for a long time, but maybe I'm just confusing Monofactory with this. I asked this earlier, but I don't know if you responded. Did you upgrade the dynamo hatches on the generators? I did. Yep. Yeah, when we replaced all of the rotors, we did the dynamo hatches. I think we're done for today, guys. I think we're done. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you to those who supported the channel. If you're new, hit the follow button so you get notified when I go live. We should be back tomorrow starting at about 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll catch you then. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.